The next video was recorded by a family who was traveling at 4 AM in the morning. It is suspected that they were on the way home after a family vacation, and while they were passing over a stretch of mountain road, an unexplainable event took place, and of course they could capture it on video. Most of you know that the mind likes to wander if you drive your car at night. You're tired and basically looking forward to arrive home. In that state, we might be prone to attract things from another world. So some people say, at least. Now it is uncertain if the person recording had hoped for anything in particular. But it is after a car had passed by on the left side on the road that something else pops up on screen. Is it a hand that moves downwards towards the car window? It surely looks like it. The family didn't realize that they had captured anything strange that night. And maybe it had been a hoax after all. But it makes you wonder what exactly this mysterious thing is. A girl from China was on a trip around the world and recorded a lot of videos for her travel diary. This particular night, she was talking about a Japanese temple that she had visited a couple of days earlier. Ever since she left the temple, she said that a strange magnetic static was present within the vicinity of her and a friend who was coming along on the trip. But nothing spooky happened so far, so she was not really concerned. This was when something eerie started to take place in the background of her hotel room. Laughing it off at first, perhaps she ignored the ghostly activity. The poltergeist, or whatever it was, seemed to have wanted her attention pretty bad. Now you tell me, is this a poltergeist that is haunting her in her apartment? Or is this whole thing rigged? When these two people were arriving at home, another roommate that was supposed to be home was suddenly gone. Doesn't this look like somebody standing there? Then there's that thing in the closet. If it isn't a skit, this is pretty terrifying. What could they capture there? Looks like a woman. Hey guys, if you wish to support me to enjoy many more videos, please consider becoming a member and joining my channel. You'll get custom emojis for my live streams and other exciting perks. This man decided to record his new dog while he was off for the night to make sure that doggy didn't mess up his apartment. And at a later point, the dog seems to get scared a little bit, as if there is somebody with him in the room that he doesn't like or know. Then the camera falls over and we can see something really weird that looks like a person, but not really. Is it an intruder or something paranormal? Not much is known about the following clip. Two young boys are documenting strange events that seem to take place in a building close to their home. Also, their parents can't be found anywhere, so we can assume that they were not present at the time. While the boys are investigating a building, something seems to catch the attention of one of the boys.
What are you guys doing here? Alexandra? Go, Taylor, get out of there!
Seemingly terrified, they make their way back to their own home. As they are fighting with their fear and chatting with each other, a strange figure seems to have followed them home. And it appears that it leaves the two boys in a lot of dread. When they decide to make their way down to the living room again, these terrifying figures are captured. Do you have any explanation for that? This clip was recorded by Pamela's and Rick's Henderson CCTV camera. This incident transpired in front of their home in Henderson, Kentucky. The transparent shape of a male was captured one night, and nobody could really explain where it came from.
I'm not drinking coffee. We're just testing. See if you were a liar, you might see you were in.
Then just disappears.
Maybe you
Then
need
it
to
just
drink from the
disappears.
Who are you and why do you freak me out?
The camera captured this really eerie apparition. Apparently, it freaked the two out quite a bit. And they even thought about moving homes, since this was the second time they had come across this shape. The first time they saw him walking down the streets and disappearing. It's a similar phenomenon this night. He walks along the driveway and is just gone. When they later checked outside, no trace of him could be found. An old recording from the early 2000s. A bunch of friends from England were investigating a basement of an old apartment complex. Friends have recently started to use one of the abandoned rooms as a practice room for their band. While they were not on the hunt for anything paranormal or creepy, the man who is filming with his cell phone all of a sudden captures a dark figure that is standing in one of the rooms. He gets spooked pretty bad and tries to come up with an explanation of what could have been the reason for this scary specter in his recording. Shortly after, the man departed. Never could they find out if they have captured a real ghost that was roaming these old rooms underneath, below the earth. This video was sent by Carolina, and it says in the email that the boys in this clip were playing close to a shed of a family member, and the boy holding the camera caught something mysterious while recording his friends. The boys were after a soccer ball when the shape in the back is being captured. Then they make their way around the tree to see where this figure has disappeared to. But they can't find anything. Did the shadow just vanish? What do you think? Was it just a well-played hoax?
Espérate, no sé, ma, que algo se vino, no sé, ma.